Good morning. It's TEAMAVANT here. Well, you can tell this morning. I am coming on here today, getting ready to head to my athlete Noland Brown's house to go from there to the airport. We are heading to Virginia Beach for the Adidas national meet. He is running in the 60-meter hurdle race. Gonna do a little documentation on this trip. Because Noland has come a long way, and you'll see in this video, starting with my practice hurdles when he was like in ninth grade, hitting hurdles, 5-stepping, 4-stepping, down to 3-stepping, and he was just bound and determined to become a better person and athlete. Here at TEAMAVANT, I train from soul to souls. He's definitely an example of that because he's an outstanding young man, not just an athlete, but he's D1 in everything in life, and on the track, football or whatever you decide to give him, he's going to do it, and he's going to do it extraordinary. So I'm up early, of course, because we have an early flight to head to this Adidas National. So just stay with me. I'm going to guide you and just take you through our little journey of how outstanding this is to go from where we went to where he is now. So stay tuned, TEAMAVANT. See y'all in just a few. God bless.
Cheryl, I see you back there.
Breakfast time. Getting ready to get on the flight. About 40 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. Flight 1, boarding Delta to Atlanta. Before we board Atlanta, can't remember where we're going, but stay tuned. Norfolk. Arrived in Atlanta, ATL, headed to Norfolk, going to the gate, get ready to check it in. Hey, but camera's got my new camera, my video. I keep hitting the button with my hand. That's a bad sign. Somebody don't know what they're doing. So, quality good. Got a new phone, new athlete, new vibes, new city, all that. So, there we go.
Board the plane train. Please hold on. This train is departing.
The next stop is Concourse D. D is in directories, where you can find more than 300 places to shop, dine, and explore.
Please hold on. This train is stopping. Please collect your belongings and watch your step as you exit.
All right, we arrived here at Norfolk, Virginia after stopping in the ATL for a little while. So now time to get our luggage and get to the hotel and do a little shakeout like athletes do, and then probably get some grub after that. But definitely do a shakeout. Shakeout is get the ride and stuff off us, and he wants to hit the beach. Of course, we're in Virginia, so Virginia Beach.
Shakeout, I mean, it's the best place to train.
Yeah, he wants to do a shakeout at the beach. Imagine that. No surprise there. Catch y'all later. So here we are. Getting a little shakeout, like I said. A little shakeout.
A lot of beach.
A lot of beach. A lot of beach. This is what we do here for the championship. Adidas Nationals. So it's a little chilly. Could have worn my long sleeve, but it is what it is. A little different than the sip.
A little workout.
Huh?
A little workout can't cure.
Nah.
Sand's different.
Yeah. Script.
Right. I want to hop in the water. That's what I feel like I should do.
That's what I would do.
Okay. That's what I should do. I might.
Just like an ice bath.
Yeah, I'm gonna shake out a little bit and then hop in the water.
If I'm in this little jar, I'm gonna get in the water. I can't do this in the water.
Water first. Shake out. Water first. I'm gonna do like a long run now.
I don't need a little water's already going. Just my reset.
You're gonna take your shoes off?
Huh?
You're not gonna take your shoes off?
No, not today.
You can get sand in there.
Take them out. As I always say, God first. This is Arthur Avant with TEAMAVANT. This is more of the current video that I'll be filming throughout this process of this enormous track meet. We finally made it to Norfolk, Virginia, and we got in, and the first thing we did was went out to the beach and did a shakeout, just basic little jog on the beach, stretched, did not really drills, but just actually getting the ride off you, just because it was a long day and you want to make sure you still take your body kind of through the process, of getting ready for a meet. So we did that. Didn't do a whole lot, of course, because we run tomorrow. Well, he runs tomorrow around 1 o'clock. So then we went and got something to eat, talked for a while, make sure that we were mentally zoned in on what we want to achieve for tomorrow, which I want to talk about that a little bit, because we talked about how we got to this point we're in. And I said that it's enormous because it is to be in an Adidas national meet and to have not did any speed work, or if we did, we haven't done much. We haven't hit hurdles a lot because basically we're on base season and making sure we got our strength, getting ready to go into the open track season for the high school. So we haven't touched on any of that, which makes it extra enormous and tremendous to be here at this point, getting ready to compete tomorrow, which tomorrow he runs the preliminaries, and then he's got the next day he got the semis, and then the finals on the next day, which again, I just commend him as a person, as an athlete, and that's just someone who loves to compete, but loves to compete to the point that he refuses just to be average. He refuses just to be another athlete that is in a hurdle race. He actually sets his mind, body, soul up to be able to get out there and really grind. So it is a true blessing and an honor to be a part of him and his family. Let me tell you, as you know, I've seen him come up from, again, just knocking over practice hurdles to doing 3-step over high hurdles, going to state championships in Tennessee, and now I ran the state meet, and now here today or tonight at this national meet. We are going into this meet, of course, as a positive attitude. We're going into this meet knowing we haven't done all those things that I just mentioned, but there are definitely not any excuses why we shouldn't get out there and win it all. It's no use competing if you're not trying to win it all. It's no use competing if you're not trying to be on the national stage like we are today. It's no use of competing unless you're going to go for the gold. That's in life or anything else. You want to do it in a manner that you're actually training yourself to be the best out there. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what competition is all about. So tomorrow, we get up early. I will get up early. He's gonna rest in, which he should. Get some good breakfast in, let it digest. Make our way to the track. Let him warm up, get into the atmosphere, get into the mode, make sure his nervous system is up and running before he competes. And then we'll hit it and leave. We probably won't stay at the meet because we are going to compete. We might watch a little bit because we're there, but that's not why we're here. So just want to give you all an update on what is going on, and he's ready to roll as always. It's funny because I can tell I've been knowing Noland since 9th grade, 12th grade. I can tell when he's ready to roll. And when he sees this, it's gonna be kind of funny. But earlier today, you know how they have the plug that goes into the walls, where you have your phone, and on your phone you have the cord that comes from the phone. But normally the other end in hotels or even airports, you can just plug it into the wall, or if they got a charging station somewhere. Well, in the airports they didn't have that. They had where you had to have the actual plug to put in. I didn't have one because I left it. When we got to the hotel, it was the same condition. They didn't have where you can just plug it in somewhere. You had to have the adapter. Well, I went downstairs and asked if they had somewhere I could buy one. They did, so they sent me to a store down the street. I went to the store down the street, it was closed. So I just kept walking and ended up finding a store where I bought one. Came back, on the way back, Noland called because he was actually ready to go get something to eat. Well, I told him what I had got. He said, well, I need to go get some things also. So I said, okay, cool. I told Noland this, I am getting on the elevator. If I'm getting on the elevator to come back to the room, I was going to charge my phone, then go with him because he wanted to go. He said, okay, I will meet you downstairs, because he was getting on the elevator going down. I was getting on the elevator, probably going up at the same time. Came up, put my phone on the charge, went back down, couldn't find him anywhere. I knew then he had already went looking for the store. That alone let me know that he is ready to roll. It might sound small, it might sound like nothing, but when you train athletes and you know your athletes and you know their makeup or what makes them, you know when they're ready to roll. You have to pay attention to these little things that are big things. That let me know he's ready because he was ready to go get it. He wasn't gonna wait on me. So that's a very good thing. So he calls me. I came back to the room because my phone was here. Sure enough, he had called because he couldn't find the store. So I directed him to the store, then let him know I was going to come there to walk with him. By the time I got downstairs and went around the corner, he was already coming back from the store. Okay. Then he already found a place to go eat, and he said he was going to go ahead and get the table. He had already got the table. He already ordered the appetizer and everything, because he is ready to roll. That lets me know, because I know him, that tomorrow is going to be a great and amazing day. I already know because he's ready to roll. So those of you out there who are inspired to train or coach, always pay attention to your athletes. Know what makes them, know why they do what they do, and pay attention to those little things that makes a big difference. So now I know how to handle him tomorrow. He's already getting what we call the nervous system work, that black coffee that people use to wake up and get their day going. He's already got that going in his adrenaline. So that means I can't warm him up too much because he has that added adrenaline already. That's why hopefully he will sleep late enough to get some rest, so his adrenaline will calm down just a little instead of working through the night. So I have to make sure that I look for these signs and use these signs in order for him to be able to compete and be able to go through the the prelims so we can get to the semifinal. So stay tuned, stay positive in your life, keep the faith, keep the faith, keep the faith, and just remember you are blessed. You are very blessed. I am very blessed and very thankful to be here. Thanks to his folks, family, who for having me come with him here. You know, I'm gonna take care of him. He's gonna take care of me the same. So y'all stay tuned, and I will see you after the race tomorrow. Well, actually before the race, but you'll definitely see the race. All right, y'all have a God bless night.
So we got the sampler right here. Gonna have the waffle, 2 eggs, bacon, sausage, pancakes, the international omelet. We got French toast inside. And then
You got your coffee, you got my juice,
supplements.
and I got pancakes, regular scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage, and it is breakfast time. It is like 10 o'clock here, and race at 1, so be good and digest. It's good enough for race day. We're going to take an after video also.
Alright, so omelet was delicious. Finished the omelet off. Eggs, sausage, finish it off, but I also like the pancakes, but I couldn't bring myself to eat the rest of this bread. So I thought it would weigh me down before the race. So,
Right.
you know,
We have hours before.
I had to discipline myself and not eat
Right.
all this French toast and the waffles.
Right. I ate more than I normally eat. I ate a little bit over half the waffle. I mean, pancakes and a few of the eggs, sausage, and bacon. Some French toast. I didn't overdo it, but I ate more than I normally eat, so we'll both be good for meat time.
What would you give this breakfast out of 10?
Out of 10? I give it 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Yeah, because it had flavor. You can tell this is what they do.
I give it a 9.
You give it a 9.
9.2.
You're real critical. I'm glad you don't judge. I'm glad you don't judge me in anything. You won't give me you like one of them teachers that won't give you a perfect. You make 100.
The omelet,
I just meant.
was good, but it was flavorful, but it was a bit dry.
A little dry?
Yeah, so it took off like a 0.7.
Okay. So put that in the suggestion box.
Yeah, overall solid breakfast.
Solid breakfast. Very nice place. A lot of history. A lot of people. Historic place. Time to race. All right, we just finished eating breakfast. Now we're just doing a little walk here on the beach. Just premeditating and going through race strategy and what we kind of expect. Letting the food kind of settle in. But again, me and Noland were talking about going into this race. People that don't know track and field and don't know timing as far as the dates. wise when you're going into different seasons of track, because there are different seasons. This is still indoor season for some, excuse me. We're looking at running a time more than a position on the track. Yeah, we compete to come in first, but we also are mainly looking for a time in the 60 meters off base work without sprint work to know what he's going to run and open up with when he adds speed work to outdoor. Right now, Noland is just on base work. He's here blessed. It's a blessing to be here just off base work. So our goal is for him to run a time on base work faster than he would have ran it last year with sprint work. Most athletes, track and field right now, the professionals and college athletes, if they're running indoor, they're not doing much sprint work unless they're 60-meter runners or something. Most of the time they're waiting because they have long seasons. So our goal is to get in there, run a clean race, run a technical race, and run a time that we know based off the 60-meter time what is going to be equivalent to running in the 110-meter hurdles outdoors. So in other words, there's no pressure, we don't get too hyped up about it. We're going to show up just in time to warm up. We're going to do our thing and we're going to exit the building. We're not here to see the show of everyone else, which we wish everybody else the best of the best, but that's not what we came. We came to do what we came to do. I mentioned him about Trail Kimmins, who won a silver medal, that I trained in the Olympics, this and that. We went to many meets, and he'll tell you, we got smashed. We got our butts handed to us, in other words. But that's not why we wasn't there to win the race. We weren't there to be the champion of that meet. We went there to establish a race because the best practice is a meet. To hear the gun, to feel the crowd, to do the actual warm up before you run.
Also just getting your pre-race routine
right
down to a science.
Right.
I feel like it's very helpful. Like, 'cause when you go to a lot of meets, I feel like eventually the nerves start to die down because you're just used to it. You're used to being under pressure. It's like you're used to hear the
Yeah.
used to having like the pre-race butterflies.
Right. So it means the body won't be foreign to it. He won't be foreign to the pre-race jitters and none of that stuff because he's already went through the proper race warm-ups, race preparation for a day like this. So for all those who are watching or see this or will see this video will understand the positioning in the race, in the finals, and the advancement. Yeah, it's about that, but it's not about that. It's about running a clean technical race, preparing yourself for outdoors, using this as a blessing to be here off just base work. This is his, fourth race?
Yeah, fourth race. Fourth 60-meter race.
This is his fourth 60-meter race, technically. And I'm telling you, if you don't know track, you don't realize that is amazing and outstanding to be here at Adidas National meet, to be able to compete like that. So we'll keep y'all informed, keep you tuned, and y'all have a blessed one as always. All right, here we go. We are here.
It's a sweet.
Yeah.
place is sick.
Yes.
Yes, you might get a bag.
We need to get your packet. Yeah. So you can get your bib number and all that, right? Lane number and all that. Yes, for the 200 and all that.
You gotta go up the pole. Yes.
I need to get it, pick it up a little bit more.
You gotta go up the pole. Yes.
I need to get it, pick it up a little bit more.
We are here.
All right, congratulations, ladies. Next up, if we have any of the boys middle school 3000, please come on over to the table. Boys middle school 3000.
Yeah, it says prelim and semi, but every race is a championship race, so spike it up, and warm it up properly, let your body know it's gonna hit. can't get to tomorrow till you get to today. So take care of business today. Put it down today as if it's the championship. That's how we attack it. That's how we approach it. It's just like going half speed on the football field. Practice. You want to go so you won't get injured. Today sets you up for tomorrow, and tomorrow sets you up for the next day. So your body already know, like, hey, it's in championship mode. I didn't know that. We're gonna rep the TEAMAVANT gear today. I like that.
Hey, that's why you here in my country.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, huh?
I mean,
We couldn't do it without each other. Yeah, we couldn't do it without each other. There's a lot of them that I work out. There's a few that I train. You train, that's why you're here. Yeah, make sure you hit some hurdles. Make sure. Let me get up higher. There you go. There you go. All right, we're back again after the semifinal race. As promised, we're going to give y'all an update and give our thoughts on the race, the preparation for this particular race and all that. So again, I'm going to start with what I saw in this race, and I think everything was great, good. We did a little overspeed training, and we did some quick twitch muscle fiber tube things to get in prepared, because getting up off the top of the hurdle, getting back on the track, and being able to have low heel recovery in between hurdles is what we need. So I think overall this was a great experience, great meet. It's nothing like a meet for great practice. You know, nothing like hearing a gun, lining up against the best of the best, and have Noland here as one of the nation's best is a blessing on top of a blessing. So, Noland.
So, my main takeaway from that race was that I need to keep that same relaxation that I came into the race with. I got there the first day. I wasn't nervous before. I didn't know what to expect. I was just taking it as it came. Didn't do too well the first day, but I still qualified. And that really made me, I knew I could do better the next day. So I'd run a better time. My PR would have put me in the top 9. So if I would run my PR, it would have put me in the top 9. So when I got back to the hotel, I immediately started to treat the race differently. It started to matter to me more. And so when that happened, I started thinking a lot more, and it disrupted my sleep a little bit. So I didn't get as good of sleep, but that's not an excuse. That's just me putting too much energy into it when I really need to be going in there relaxed. And you know, this is training for track. This isn't. There are going to be hundreds of meets to come, hopefully. So this isn't the end of the world.
No.
Definitely glad I came out here. So overall, I just say, don't turn down meets.
Right.
Just keep going to meets. Keep competing. And it also put me in a position where I was competing against these high-level people that I'd always been thinking about in my head. And I didn't know if I was a high-level person. I didn't know where I was on my trajectory. And this really gave me an idea of where I am. I've run against those high-level people. I know how far ahead of me they were. I know how far ahead a 7.95 is compared to an 8.4. I know how far I need to reach. So, also one more thing, my time has fluctuated a lot. So, well, I think once I get more speed training, I can definitely break down my time. I don't think there's anything holding me back athletically. I don't think I don't have the athletic potential to do this because I've seen those guys. I know that I can do that. And yeah, it's just about right, putting the right amount of training in.
Yeah, but the more meets, the better you compete, basically. And we never started out to run indoors. We never started out to run indoors. If we were, saying, preparing for a championship indoor meet, then we would already include a little speed training like they already have to get ready for, because you got to have, in a 60, I'll give it a 60-meter dash, 60-meter hurdle, you have to have some type of speed work to get down that track. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. But we hadn't even concentrated on any kind of speed work preparing for outdoors, because the greatest thing about Noland likes to keep his strength. And to all y'all young athletes out there, you have to keep your strength. You got to be a friend of the weight room. You go around the weight room, sooner or later, you're gonna your level of training or your level of time is gonna be to that. And then what's gonna happen? You're gonna risk a lot of injury. Noland will not risk injury because he loves the weight room. Weight room loves him, so he loves changing it up. He also, with him, he likes to do things that are different, that prepares the body, mentally, physically.
Like my routine. Just add little things in your routine. Like, for instance, a lot of people complain about shin splints. A lot of people get shin splints, which hampers them from training as much as they could. What I do before I train is I'll work out my tibia muscle every day. Every day before I train, I work on my tibia muscle. Never get shin splints. Never hampers my training. So now I can train as much as I want to. You know, just little things like that. Or you know, for instance, like increasing your grip strength. If you help your grip strength, like you said, you might say you don't need grip strength to run, but you need grip strength to lift. If you don't have enough grip strength, you can't be RDLing as much as you could. You can't be power cleaning as much as you possibly could. You can't be using your muscles as much as you possibly could. It's just like you know, yeah.
And you're a studier. Like you really get into the physics, and you really get into what supplements are good and bad, or what's going to work for you, and what's not going to work for you.
Yeah.
What movements are good for you, what movements are not.
That's more of like, I'd say that's more of like an obsession. Like I've always been interested in that stuff. That's just like,
that's
you know,
good,
taking like a supplement is kind of like a superpower. I don't know. I've always seen nutrition as like a superpower. Like, it'll make you feel and act and build muscle in a different way. It's like, I don't know, that's like Harry Potter. That's like the spells that you can use, you know? And that's like it'll give you new abilities.
Yeah, and I've seen numerous times, like, say those guys that was in front of him in this meet. You'll look up and they're not running at any college or anything. You'd be wondering why. It's because sometimes their talent got them there, or they rushed their training to the point now they got an ice bag on them, or they got, like Noland said, they got shin splints and may never get over it. May never run those times again. Not saying that they will, but I've seen it a million times because I've looked later on the board. I've looked in college and see what happened to that girl that was running fast. What happened to that guy that was running fast? They're not on any college circuit at all because they peaked out. One, because they were in the weight room. Two, because they just were gifted. God gave them a great gift, and they happen to have a decent coach to run those times. But some of them don't even have the heart to even go further. So I'm the kind, why train if you're not gonna take your life and your athletic ability as far as you can go in life. So yeah, it was a great experience, great meet, great.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the best training you can get. It's going against the best of the best lining up.
And I'd say what we talked about yesterday, just about treating the meet like an exercise, like it's a practice for the next meet. Just going into it and learning how to be relaxed. I made a mistake. I didn't go into it relaxed the second day. I was stressing about it before I went to bed. I was waking up stressing about it. Didn't help me in my running. Yeah.
But
those things are gonna happen. You just gotta keep running the meets, and I learned that today.
We learn from it. But the great thing that I like about these meets, I was talking about the guys and girls that you don't see anymore. The thing I love about these meets is looking up and seeing them on the next level. And they're actually either at the same colleges or competing against each other across the paths in college meets. I've seen that a lot also. The same guys, Noland will look up and go, did I run against you at national? Oh, okay. So that's the great thing about it, because obviously they take it serious to be here. Some just got here off talent and ability, but you can't knock. There's so much that you can break down with what you see and don't see in these meets. Like a lot of probably see a lot of Jamaicans, you probably don't see them in the indoor circuit. They don't run indoors a lot. Some do, some don't. Most don't. You're very rarely going to see a Jamaican uniform in the indoor meet somewhere, you know, for Worlds or anything like that. You might see some, but you're not going to see a lot, because they love outdoors. If they do it, a lot of USA do it to prepare themselves for outdoors, like Noah Lyles. He cares about it, but he wants the outdoor title. He wants the 200 and 100. So we're focused on the 110 on the outdoors. And by the looks of things, we are definitely ahead of the clock. Now we can go back. Nolan's going to stay in the weight room. We're going to do some off-the-wall, Rocky Balboa type workouts. We're going to be throwing bags here, pulling sleds here. You just don't know.
We got the sand today.
We got the sand today. We got adult playground over there for the monkey bar. I'll say monkey bars on the youth playground. We got rope pools and all that we're going to do. Today just get a workout in, so that's how we do. So, yep, nationals, how we roll. Also, St. Patrick's Day weekend, we have the runs going on, as you see. They've been running all day, marathons. It's a marathon qualifier. And you got the young kids out here, young kids, you got the kids out here that are really getting into it. Everybody's cheering them on. This is a great activity for them. Great to witness. Great to know there's so many amazing kids putting that work in. As a me and Noland, I don't think you'll catch us doing any of this type of activity anytime soon. Not running marathons or half marathons.
Philly cheesesteak with 3 eggs, hash browns. We got a
omelet,
continental omelet with French toast.
Awesome. And I got my normal pancake breakfast. Pancake, sausage, bacon, egg, and dry wheat toast.
Good morning, TEAMAVANT here. I know everyone's having a blessed morning because if you're listening to this or seeing this, you're obviously blessed already because God has woke you and has given you your gift and a lot of gifts. So wherever you are, whatever you're in, whatever going on in your life, just make sure you give it to God and leave it with God. Because a lot of times we, as humans, like to worry. You know, the saying is, if you're going to pray, don't worry. If you're worried, don't pray. So whatever it is, give it to God and leave it with God. And do your best to walk in the Spirit. Enjoy life. Know that God loves you. And everyone has peace and love. God bless.
What?
As long as I get the comfort of editing.
That's it. Yeah. All right, we are doing a post semifinal. Excuse me, prelim. Semifinal. Excuse me. We're doing a pre-semifinal race. And just get out, just give y'all a little insight and our thoughts on what we saw, what we didn't see, what we liked, what we didn't like. And because, like again, I said earlier, if you don't know the sport and know the timing of the sport, you don't know what you'll see even in this video for y'all to learn from it. So before we start, I'm gonna talk about what I saw. Is that we came and did exactly what I figured we would do, because Noland hadn't ran many meets. He just happened to get into the state meet and then ran there, and then now we're here. We ran against some guys who've obviously been running since December, because they are traveling. There are a lot of traveling teams, so this is what they do. They are true track athletes. So even to be in this Adidas National is tremendous. So only thing I didn't see was what we haven't done, which is speed work. And you don't do speed work early unless you are doing indoor season or summer track and indoor season and then outdoor season. But if you're not, someone like Noland, who has different sports to get ready for and has to keep his strength, we raced this race off base work, no speed work. Speed work means anything 60 meters under. Speed work means spinning bikes. Speed work means sprints. Speed work means downhill sprints, things like that to make your body go faster than normal. So I'm gonna let Noland give you a take on what he felt going into the race and coming out of the race.
Big thing that I realized was that if you want to be a high-level track athlete, you have to commit to only track. It's not one of those things where, like, you're just fast and you're fast in other sports. Like, you have to fully commit to running in one direction as fast as possible. You can't be doing other sports on the side if you're planning on doing D1 track. Not to say that there aren't like special athletes that can do that. I'm just saying at the top level, which I'm not at yet, I just witnessed. I pretty much just came and I was another sport athlete, and I just witnessed what the top level was. And I didn't run a time that I wanted to run. I ran about 0.2 seconds off of my PR.
Yeah.
So I mean that's just gonna happen when you're training for other sports and you're not fully committed to track. And I heard you say that, but I never truly accepted it. Like I never truly learned it for myself. This is a perfect example of that. So definitely need to raise my commitment as far as only being a track athlete, because that's what I want to do in school.
And the thing about that is, nothing wrong with other sports, because he does do everything when he's in it is 100%. So all the things that he does will translate into going into just track, or translate into just going into football. He reminds me of, I can't think of the guy named from Oregon that runs track and plays football. Noland is the same type of athlete. You know, Noland's that same type of McCaffrey. I call him McCaffrey for a reason, because Noland's going to put forth 100% in that sport. It's just whenever he gets ready to go to another level, then he'll be able to take it to another level. And all those sports together is going to help that, because track is the only sport I know that every other sport benefit from. But don't every other sport help track? Football doesn't help track. Baseball doesn't help track. Wrestling doesn't help track. But track is the only sport I know that every other sport can benefit from. Tennis, golf, or whatever, because you need quick twitch, you need base work, you need flexibility, you need core, you need all that for that. So that's why I always say I don't mean no harm, but I don't have many just track athletes, which is fine, because you don't become a real track athlete or football athlete until you go to college. Like, they're great runners, but they don't, say for instance, they don't recruit a 4x1 team. You know, like Trail Kim is my ex-Olympic guy. When I was training this girl, and she just signed with a college, D1 college. She runs the 100, 200, and 400. He brought up a very specific thing that most of y'all want to know. He said either they recruited her for a 100, 200 meter runner, or 200, 400 meter runner, or just a 400 meter runner. They're not going to let her run the 100, the 200, and 400 in college. So y'all see where I'm going. So a lot of these athletes at these meets, you know, me and Trail has come to these meets and just got cleaned out. We didn't care, because we knew we came on base work. We wanted to run a PR on base work. That was our first place. So what he did today was tremendous, very clean race, very good race. Just racing against guys, and this is what they do. This is what they do all the time.
And I definitely think there's a lot to say about overspeed training, because I did overspeed training in my last race, and that's when I ran my PR before my last race. And this time I didn't really do overspeed training. I just kind of did regular training with you. I was lifting, and
he wasn't feeling good for about a week or so.
Yeah, and that probably played into it a little bit as well.
Yeah, but you can't train.
Yeah. So, but I did get some rest while I was sick. So.
Right.
But that's just one of those things. Like, you got to be prepared at all times. Yeah, everybody gets sick. That's just what happens.
Yeah. So, you know, my thing is, as an athlete, get disappointed, but don't let your disappointment. You can be disappointed, but don't let your disappointment destroy you.
Right. It's just one race.
And don't let what destroy you defeat you.
You'll have a million opportunities. You'll have a million other opportunities. It's just one race. That's all it is.
Yep. Now we're getting ready to do some overspeed training to get ready for our next race, because we need it. So we need it to get into final. So we're gonna see y'all in a few.
Love it.
Now you're not getting 3-point. It's on you. Good. All we need is some downhill, a little overspeed. It's all right to have your knees up. Good. Good. Eyes on you. Up, 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 back down, up. That's good, good. Like that. All right, same thing. Same thing on you. Yeah, same thing on you. Good. Don't want to go too far. It's on you. You get ready. Good. There you go. Good. We're just speeding up the nervous, waking up the nervous system.
That looks so good. It's a little slow.
Just need one, Adi. Good. What do you do? I didn't know he even went up. I just saw him coming back. I saw him standing. Yeah, we're gonna document everything. We're gonna document it all. You want to climb it? Because he wants to do it with no arms. I mean, no legs, excuse me.
Yeah.
You don't give up that easy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're at Captain George's for a seafood all-you-can-eat buffet. So we're not gonna go into all we got because this is just first round of fresh cat food. So we're just gonna enjoy this meal. Tell y'all about it later.